Hello, my lovable people. Welcome back to Tricy's channel. If you're new, girl, hey. Also, hey, boy, hey. Welcome. As y'all can see by the title and the thumbnail of this video, that this is going to be a gift to y'all of answering y'all questions y'all have been asking me for months. And, I asked y'all to see how I'm going to do this video. And one of my supporters, I chose hers. It's a great idea. So put it as like an exchange box. Basically like me shaking up a box, picking out the questions that I want to answer or don't want to answer, and call it a naughty sip and get some wine or whatever you prefer to drink. So I have here my double XL peach flavor. For those who don't know, peach everything is my favorite. I love peach everything. So yeah, got it here. And I got my little wine glass. So I'm ready to take some naughty sips for y'all. And so let's get straight into this video. All right, so the first question is, what will you tell females in general about having kids or wanting to have kids? I would say to mentally prepare yourself. Mentally prepare yourself, ladies, girlies. So if you want to be married, whether you want to be married before you have kids, or want to have kids with like your lover, boyfriend, or just a relationship in general, mentally prepare yourself because of what can worse happen in that situation of bringing a child into this world. Because God give us the gift to be able to carry a baby for 9 months and deliver a baby and love the child. So yeah. Shout out to God. Shout out to Big God on that. So yeah, just have the mindset of what can worse can happen, when I have kids. Because ladies, why I say this? Because you can have the child and whatever your desires or whatever you was thinking, like say for example, oh, I'm married and we're gonna be together forever, or we're gonna be in a relationship forever. We're gonna be once married soon or something like that. And it might not work out. Life change every day, every second, every minute. So it might not work out. So you gotta say to yourself, when I have a child, this is gonna be my child that I have to raise and love and take care of. So I have to do it. So when I have a child, it's basically going to be like you have a child to yourself, because it's not guaranteed to work out. So that's what I say about that situation of answering that question. I hope I answered the best way I know how. Comment below if you feel differently, but I'm just like mentally like telling y'all some real stuff. Some real stuff, like what I experience and what other people experience and stuff like that, like your family members, friends, just coming from a woman. So I'm just giving y'all the honest truth. All right, next question. Who are you dating and is he treating you right? I love y'all. I really do. I love my supporters. Y'all be on me. Y'all be on it. Y'all be on it. When I tell y'all be taking care of me. Y'all want to make sure he's treating me right. I love it. I love it. So yeah, I'm going to partially answer this question. So I'm going to take a naughty sip. Okay. All right. So I'm going to, moment of silence. I'm getting ready to pour this. Okay. I'm going to partially answer this question. So this is going to be a naughty sip. All right. In this exchange box of question, I'm going to answer this for y'all. Thank y'all for being concerned again. Yes, he is treating me right. Okay. He is treating me right. So I'm going to partial drink this on this question of asking me who am I dating. So I'm going to sip to that. Okay, that's question number 2. All right, question number 3. What will you tell the new content creators or new influencers? I would tell y'all, I'm be honest, like being a content creator is a job. Being an influencer is a job. So I've been hearing or seeing a lot on the internet, like hatred or whatever the case may be towards other people. So everything is a job. Let me remind y'all, everything is a job. I'm going to tell you the reason why everything is a job. Because God created you, right? So when you act on things, that's a job. So when you use your mind, that's being a creator. So I look at it as, like when we was little in art class, right? And, we used to create things. We used to design things, color, paint, our future, what we're going to be in life. You know what I mean? So I look at it as being a creator. I look at it as it's a job. Like we not letting God's mind go to waste. So it is a job. Being a content creator, whether you on platforms of YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, like all those social media platforms, that's a job. You are doing a great job, okay? Because you're acting on your creation, like you not letting God's mind go to waste. So yes, I should say give it a try. Give it a try for the new beginners of being a creator, a content creator, and being a new influencer. So yeah, give it a try, because you never know. Like you have people out there that's wanting to see you, watch you, and get advice and stuff like that. And y'all keep me going. So I should say give it a try. So that's what I should say. Oh, let me say this. Also, being those two things, creator and a influencer, if it's taxable, then it's a job. Okay? If it's taxable, then it's a job. So yeah, it's a job. All right. So that's question number 3. Question number 4. How are you doing mentally right now? Mentally right now, I'm in a great spot. I've been taking a break from posting on some of my platforms. So yeah, mentally I'm doing great. I'm working on a project. I'm excited. Yeah, so I'm working on a project, and yeah, y'all gonna be seeing it. Nah, I ain't leaving y'all hanging. So, I should say, give my gift to y'all, out here on the market. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. So mentally, I'm in a great spot. Thank y'all for being concerned. Thank y'all for asking me that question. And taking the time out to type that question out. And yeah, and me answering it. So yeah, I'm in a great mental place right now. But as y'all can see on my previous vlogs back then, I was venting to y'all about my tragedy me and my son had. And, the early part of this year, 2025, January 15th exact. It was very traumatizing. I was in a sad spot at that moment, But God is great. He saved me and my son. So I'm here now. It's a testimony, and I'm loving that I'm sharing it with y'all. So I'm mentally in a great spot right now. Thank y'all for being concerned. All right. Okay, y'all. I am back. My SD card had got full. But no biggie. That means I have been working a lot. So, all right. So, let's get back into, I think I left off on question 4. How are you mentally right now? So, like I mentioned, I'm in a good space. But back then, like a couple of months back, I wasn't. And I'm thankful for, my supporters, and I'm thankful for my family members and friends and loved ones and my kids and God. So let's give the big most high thanks to God. Because he had brought me through so many traumas. So many traumas that I experienced throughout my life. So, yeah. All right. So that was question 4. And so this is question number 5. What do you do when you're overly stimulated? Okay. This is for my girlies. My girls. We locked in, right? So, what we do, we overly stimulate. Well, what I do when I'm overly stimulated, yeah, I don't know. I like meditate in my car sometimes. I find that like is my sacred place or whatever. I do that. That's one of the things I do. I go in someone's store and go shopping. I get my nails done. I do my makeup to make me feel good. I do my hair. Like just the simple things sometimes, and conversate on the phone with your friends and loved ones when you're overly stimulated. But I literally like my car is my sacred place. I don't know about y'all, but my car is like my sacred place. Like I be in the car, listen to music, just looking at, God's creation, looking at the sky. Even sometimes when I'm driving, I like to look at the sky, look at the creative that he did, like looking at the clouds and stuff like that, the birds, animals that I see and people in general, like seeing everyday life things. So my car is what I go sit in. And when I'm overly stimulated or, like when I'm tired mentally sometimes. So, shopping, sitting in the car, getting my nails done. Now, this is for my girls. Like, I don't know what men would perfectly do when they overly stimulated. I think I can't answer this one, man. Men, I think I can answer this question. Y'all love like y'all cars, like keeping it clean, keep the maintenance up on it, working on something outside, dealing with tools in general. Some men, now this is for not like my pretty boy men, y'all like to be all needy and don't like to go outside, I should say. So yeah, that's the answer to that question when I'm overly stimulated. Next question. So that was question number 5. So question number 6. How do you handle your frustration with people? This is kind of a tough answer. I understand. I'm an understanding person. So for anybody that know me, like I listen, I understand. I try to help you talk through it and, give my honest advice, to let you know, like you are not alone. Like the things that you experience, I see as well. So when I'm frustrated with people, sometimes my frustration come from seeing things on the internet lately, and like especially with the AI stuff. So we ain't gonna talk about that, but that's like frustrating when people like, I'm trying to figure out like, never mind. Let me sip to that. Never mind on that. Let's not go there. Okay, but yeah. And I like to talk things out. Communicate, talk things out. Like again, I'm just trying to let you know that we in this together. Like we literally in this together. What I mean by we in this together is we in this world together. Like we we get frustrated with, I definitely get frustrated with the traffic. Like I mentioned, like I can just say, if y'all been following me, my family, if y'all been following me, y'all have seen that I literally have changed with having so much of a road rage. I kind of like tell myself like, this person in front of me or beside me or behind me could be an elderly person. I'm not really sure if your car is tinted. They're not really thinking. People don't think the way you think. Put it like that. So sometimes I have to remind myself like, Tricy, people don't think the way you think. Okay. So that's how I handle my frustration with people. For those that, wanted to know. Thank y'all for asking me that question. So, that is question, that was 6. Okay, question number 7. What happened to the brand deal? All right. I prefer not to answer that. That's a naughty sip. That's a naughty sip. But thank y'all. Thank y'all for wanting to know. Thank y'all for being concerned. But right now, take a little sip to that. I prefer not to answer that question, okay? Yeah. All right. So that was question number 7. How is it being a entrepreneur? That's question number 7. So how is it being? Oh, is that question number 8? Yes, that's question number 8. Technical difficulties. Being an entrepreneur, like I said, everything is a job. Everything, can be frustrating. It's not easy. God didn't say it's gonna be easy, right? So I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it's not easy. But I love it. I love being an entrepreneur. Like I said, especially if you very creative, you have goals, you have plans, you have things that you want to reach in life. And, I tell it to my daughter. My daughter is 17 years old. So, she have great ideas of basically being an entrepreneur. Some people don't realize that when you design things or selling things, that's a form of being an entrepreneur. Like you literally like basically an entrepreneur. So I should say being an entrepreneur is, like I said, it's a job. It's not easy. I should say give it a try. Give it a try. If you haven't had like a product in mind, just act on it. I should say that. So give it a try. God say, step out on faith. So step out on faith, I should say, of being an entrepreneur. And let's see where it take you. And just do your very best. You're not perfect. And if it fails, try something else. And then if you have it in mind to retry it, it's like you get into a fist fight with someone, right? I'm going to put it for example. And you lost. Like, the elderly used to say when growing up, you win some, you lose some. So I put it like that. Like with being an entrepreneur, you either win or you lose. Like, your scale can go this way or it can just stay low or mid, so that's my advice on that, y'all. Thank y'all for asking. That's another great question. So that was what? Question number what? Okay, question number 9. Are you planning on being a wife someday? That's another great question. Oh, y'all getting deep now. Y'all is getting too deep. Y'all, okay. Females, pay attention, okay? Females, we have hormones. We're very moody. You know, we're very moody, right? So we got a lot of high hormonal. So we're going to have a lot of different emotions of how we feel this day, that day, the future day, all kind of days, right? So my situation with answering that question is some days I be like, because I be seeing how things are sometimes, and it be a little scary. Don't get me wrong. And, you know, me and my family, my friends, we talk about this all the time, like here and there in our conversation. So it turns off and it turns on with me being a wife. Sometimes I be like, oh, I don't think I never want to get married. And sometimes I be like, oh, I want to get married sometimes. Or one day. One day. And then I'll be like, F it. No, I'm just kidding. But y'all, I literally have mixed emotions about being someone's wife. Like, literally being someone's wife, because it looks a little scary around here. But, you know, I'm willing to give things a try. You know, sometimes it don't last forever. You know, our desire as a woman, we like things to last forever because, you know, we're a woman. Like, we don't like to be all over the place. And sometimes I wish I can just take men testosterone out their system because they be all over the freaking place. Like, make up your dang on mind. But anyway, you know, from a woman, I'm just speaking from a woman. Like, we literally don't like to be all over the place. Like, we want our one person forever. So, yeah, sometimes I want to be a wife. Sometimes I don't. It all depends. But, you know, I just let the universe, lately in my time of life, my space in life right now, I'm just letting the universe speak for itself. I'm just letting God taking control. Letting God use me, you know, giving me my gift, what I ain't gonna say deserve, but my desires of what I feel like what he need for me to feel, for him to like be in my presence or whatever the case may be. So yeah, that's that, y'all. I just have my mixed emotions about it. That's it. Okay, so what question? Okay, this next question, I'm gonna drink my last sip. Okay, for today. Today is December the 8th. Okay, so I'm gonna drink my last. Hopefully this video be posted. Soon. But on this question, I'm gonna drink my sip to this because, yeah, I ain't answering it, okay? Like I mentioned, y'all, you only need a little bit. Now, if you a heavyweight champ, you can drink as much as you want. But me, I should say, it contains 16% of volume of alcohol. You only need just a little bit, because I'm a lightweight. Argue with your mama, not me, okay? All right. I skipped that question. All right. This last final question. It is, what made you become a YouTuber? What made me become a YouTuber? Okay, I love this question. So I left this question that I chose to answer last. What made me become a YouTuber? Let's see. I have always wanted to be a YouTuber. Like, I like to document everything. Like, if my kids watching this video in the near future or decided to watch, you know, all of my videos, I should say, I talk to my daughter about everything, and she is the age, now to, really understand things, kind of, But I like to document. I'm the type of person I like to document my life. I used to write, yeah, this is the inner part of me that I'm opening with y'all, that y'all don't know anything about of me. Like, I like poetry. I really do. I don't remember where, like, my book that I wrote some poetry down at, but I used to love writing poetry. So with me, I always wanted to become a YouTuber, like I mentioned. And, like, everything is kind of like a trend. So when I started having kids, especially my daughter was like 2012, how old was she? 5 years old, five-ish, six-ish, I think. So me becoming a YouTuber, I wanted my kids to document, to look back at videos and, to look at the videos and see and listen to me talk and stuff like that, and document everything, point in my life and their life and stuff like that. So just memories. So I look at it as like taking pictures in your phone, like having your phone and just keeping memories. So I'm just basically keeping memories. That's what I love, and that's what I like to do as a YouTuber. So, and I like to help others. So, I enjoy it. I on and off sometimes, I have my moments. So everybody do, taking a little break actually. But I just like to document basically my life. So yeah, that's what made me become a YouTuber. Like, I want my kids to look back at this channel and say, give helpful advice and stuff like that, especially for my daughter. Because, a female can understand a female. So I want her to look back at this channel and be like, taking advice from her mother, which I teach her like advice every day in person. But I'm just saying, like, document things that we haven't even discussed or talked about, or, what I'm saying, like stuff like that. So I should say that's what made me become a YouTuber, to document my life. And like I said, I share with y'all my hidden talent. I like poetry. I really do. I'm a lover's girl. And, like I mentioned, I'm a Libra. So I'm definitely a lover's girl. So yeah, that's why I want to become a YouTuber. I just want to be like dedicated to my supporters and talk to y'all, chit chat, share y'all, like funny moments, sad moments, business moments, and stuff like that, and vent to y'all. So yeah, that's the answer, y'all, of why I became a YouTuber. I wanted to become a YouTuber. And like in doing hair, I mentioned, I literally like, and one of my best friends can vouch for this because I used to do her hair all the time. Like, I wish I would, the things that I know now, and it's like, it's never too late though. Anything is never too late, because I mean, elderly people still go to college right now. So it's nothing, never too late, because what I always say, God created you, right? He created you. So he don't let his mind go to waste. So it's never too late to learn anything in life. So that's my advice on that situation. So that's why I answer that question, because I chose that question because that really is a deep down question. And I share with y'all, you mentioned like, I like poetry, and I'm kind of somewhat getting back into like poetry, and I might share, if I find my old poetry, y'all, that I wrote, I'm most definitely gonna share it with y'all. Most definitely gonna share it with y'all. But right now I gotta find it. That's the thing, I gotta find it. But yeah, I just like to document things, like I literally do. Because I mean, if my kids are watching this channel, oh, excuse me. But if my kids is watching this channel, like, I have so many like notebooks around here, and I've been document down and stuff like that throughout my life, things that they should know. And, sometimes you can't remember things that's stuck in your mind, but if you write it down and document it, then that's helpful, right? So I find it helpful for people Because, honey, I can't keep everything up in my mind. Like, I have so many things going through my mind. So that's why God gave us the ability to make notes of things, so document things. So yeah, why not be a YouTuber? I should say, for you new content creators, go for it. Really go for it, okay? So yeah, that is my vlogmas for today. I finally opened up the exchange box, exchanging words. You know, y'all type y'all words in my Instagram, so I'm giving y'all the gift of opening up those words, or open up those answers that y'all been wanting for a few months of asking me. So yeah, I hope y'all love, enjoy this channel. Thank you guys for watching. And there will be another vlogmas. Love y'all. Bye.
Every second, every minute.